Hey Cancers, hi, my name is Nani and I'm here to do your April reading. Uh, by the way, just a little disclaimer, I know that for air signs I did only for March, but again, it doesn't mean like you are not going through this situation, or you went, or you will possibly, in the future. So, time is fluid in my readings and stuff, as well as like energies as well. So please feel free like to swap, places and energies, in the story, if this resonates with you. If it doesn't, just, don't try to make it fit. There are other readers, who can help you and who are quite talented as well. So yeah, let's get right into your reading, Cancer. Some time ago, back in January, I did a reading on Instagram, and like a very short one, and yours was talking about how much of an outcast you guys were feeling around your like maybe like the place where you're living, the people who you hang out with, like your now situation. There's something that you feel like you you need like some alienation, to get back on track or something. I'm seeing that like for some of you, you might. I'm not sensing like mental health like issues or anything, even because I have a very specific opinion about that. I don't see it the way people actually see it. I just see like any mental health issue as a very form of like deep grief. I mean, as a form of very deep grief. That's what I meant. And it has like loads of levels on the scale. So I don't judge things like that, and I'm not saying I'm not judgmental or anything like that. We are who we are. But yeah, with this, I mean, like, I'm not sensing like anything like hard about your mental health, but I'm definitely sensing like a deep feeling of nostalgia, of doom. I don't belong here, I don't belong here, I don't belong here. It was the same thing as I said previously, back on the reading that I did for January. Like maybe some of you guys are having like, money issues and stuff like that, especially because of what's happening, uh, in some countries, as we all know. Everything is closed, so we don't work as much, and stuff like that. So some of you might feel like worried if you actually, if you have taken, that decision of stepping forward and like, or working towards a movement in the situation, so you can change your situation and stuff. I'm feeling like you might feel that you're having like some delays, and it's normal, again, because of what we are living right now. Yeah, it delays actually everything, and yeah, definitely money wise. Yeah, some of you might feel like you won't have money to go, to party and stuff, but always take this situation as well, like in a positive way. If you are short of money, at least like you will try, maybe, I hope, to spend your money wisely. And this might allow you as well to like to follow, so for some of you, to follow like other, I don't want to say fashions, or but like ideals, like stuff like zero waste, because you're actually like quite empathetic, as a sign, as a water sign. Everything is about emotions, even your logic is emotional, which is fine, You try to release your pain, just like we all do, but we don't admit, but hey, because everybody, or almost everybody, sees cancers as like quite sensitive and stuff. It's very easy to judge, but it's all right. It's okay. Don't worry about that. So yeah, for some of you, like I'm feeling like a yearning feeling, like again, nostalgia, like doom, feelings of inadaptation. Yeah, like for some of you, this can be, if you're a woman or something, even if you're a man, it can be like about your own self-esteem, your own value as like a human being. If you're worried about like this coronavirus thing, I'm really seeing like this. I mean, that situation here on the Empress card, like it's stuff like, is it going to be enough, or am I going to be enough, or come on, stop worrying. Why? You have enough stock. Don't worry. You've got enough stock. Like I do understand. Some of you might be quite worried about that. But it's just quite, it's too alarming. Sometimes, the way things are spreaded, the way information is spreaded, it can be quite tricky, as we all know, and very dodgy. So just relax. Make sure you take care of yourself. You take care of your own health. I don't care if you're like drinking ginger, lemon, and lime shots. I'm saying this because I used to do that before, not just because of this, but make sure if you're doing that, it's not only because you might feel like you can get sick or anything like that. Just do it for your own health, because prevention, even if whatever this story actually is, because we don't know everything, deep down, like, make sure you're actually like taking care of yourself all the time. Don't get dragged like by all this like very exaggerated and alarming situations, that make people feel like, I don't know, like it just separates people. I'm feeling like it separates people, all this situation. But whatever, like just make sure you're taking care of your own health, not just because this is happening right now, but generally speaking, if you want something to change, Cancer, please, consider, or start to consider, like, I know why I'm gonna say this, but start to consider more natural ways, or less complicated ways, for some of you, even because life is quite simple, we make it harder, harder than what it actually is, So yeah, don't worry about abundance. Like I'm seeing, like you guys are okay, you guys are fine, everything is okay. I'm feeling like such like a worried, like this worriness, like it's a feeling of worrying, like too much, about the planet, about the, okay, it's okay, it's fine, everything is going to be fine, okay? Just focus on yourself, and whoever you can like talk to and inspire, don't worry, like people will come to you, and whoever actually needs you, they will find you, or you will find them. Don't try to be like the mother as all of everybody, just because of what's happening, and just maybe because some of you want to like numb your pain as well, like with this like motherly thing. I'm saying this for someone maybe in particular, but try not to numb your pain by taking care too much of others, or assuming like a maternal or an excessive, you know, maternal like standpoint in some people's lives, you know. It's okay, you know, to be generous and everything, but you know, be careful, because some people, you know, you know might actually see that as an opportunity as well of gaining some stuff. And if that actually happens, or if that happened before cancer, like, just move on, you know, move on, just forgive yourself, because the Empress is like too much about not just like being maternal, you know, but forgiving. Like, it gives me like very Virgo vibes. So maybe some of you have Virgo in your chart as well, for, you know, people who I'm saying, or I'm spreading this message to. Like, you guys are such like good people, you know, like so soft, so tender, you know, really like so sweet, you know, so worried about everybody. Just don't assume like this, you know, like this motherly like figure with everybody, that, you know, you might feel, oh my god, they look so bad or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like, just be careful with people's intentions, you know. Protect yourself, do protect yourself. I'm seeing that, well, again, as you know, as Cancer is a water sign, you know, you guys are intuitive, very like psychic as well, very connected to the other realm, let's say it like that. So you guys definitely should like protect yourself, you know, even if it's just like a short meditation, like a psychic protection meditation, you know, like a very quick one. Or even if you just, you know, sit down and like make sure you feel comfortable, and just focus on your breathing, you know, like breathe in and out slowly, and in between, you know, both. Just stop for like 4 seconds or something, and imagine like a ball of like everything negative like being formed inside of you, or inside of your solar plexus chakra, especially if you fight with like insecurities and stuff, very typical of water signs as well. And yeah, just like when you breathe out, just imagine like all those negative like feelings and stuff, you know, like dissipating basically from your body, you know, and leaving your body for good. So yeah, just there is some you know, I don't like to call alternative medicine alternative, because that's what I actually is, like the natural medicine, like plant-based and stuff like that, you know, not just plant-based, but you know, energy, and you know, everything that people, you know, like to call alternative. So just have a look into, you know, into YouTube, because you've got some like yoga classes, you know, where you can, you know, just buy like, you know, a mattress, a mat, and just, you know, practice some yoga, work on your flexibility, like on your like breathing as well. Do some breathing exercise, you know, Tongji Gong, it's quite nice as well. And it's quite good like for your back, if some of you suffer from like back pain and stuff like that. Yeah, like stuff like that, you know. EFT is quite nice as well, or tapping, you know, you can just write down on YouTube tapping technique, or EFT technique. It's quite nice, you know. It's good to, you know, to release like anxiety, you know, and also like emotions that might be rooted, or might have the tendency to, you know, to be rooted, you know, in your, not just in your subconscious, you know, but in your conscious as well. And it can actually lead like to the start of something like physical, you know. Like, we all know that stress is horrible, you know, for our health and stuff like that. So EFT actually counteracts that. So if you do practice some of that, you know, on YouTube, you've got loads of videos as well, loads of people like teaching and everything. So you can always like find help if you don't have money, you know, because for some of you I'm seeing like you're feeling like you're running out of money as well. But yeah, if that happens to you, you know, like always remember you're the one who has to, you know, to take responsibility of your, you know, of your mental health, you know, emotional and spiritual health. So please start to do like, you know, something to change whatever you need to, you know. I'm seeing some of you guys like full of ideas, you know, full of ideas, like you guys want to move forward, you know, because you will know, yeah, you will know that it might be part of your you know, life purpose and stuff. But I'm feeling like some of you are afraid. You've got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the Four of Cups here, and the Tower in reverse. So yeah, as I was saying before, you know, for some of you who are going through some you know, financial delays and, you know, and setbacks and stuff like that, I'm seeing like you guys are like holding back, you know, your own light as well, your own ideas, because you don't want to run out even more of money. That's why I'm saying like start to think more green. I was giving you guys this idea of, you know, like zero waste stuff, of like free yoga classes on YouTube, or free meditation or hypnosis or EFT or whatever, you know, just to show you like it is possible, you know, for some of you maybe who were raised, you know, in a very, you know, maybe in a family that you guys, like there was nothing lacking for you. Like, I'm not saying you guys were spoiled or too spoiled or, you know, whatever that was, but maybe, you know, for some of you, you weren't feeling like financially like independent enough to make your own choices and stuff like that. So I feel like, you know, there might be for some of you a very rooted like financial fear, you know, of like bankruptcy, you know, and stuff like that, because I'm feeling like there are some ideas, you know, Cancers, that you guys have, but you're not like taking the leap of faith, you know, because you might fear like financial failure, you know. And let me just see. Yeah. Yeah, maybe some of you might feel like you don't have like enough experience, if you guys are still, you know, very passionate about that. But let's see. I'm just seeing like you guys like holding back and stuff, you know, but as I am seeing here, you know, you guys got the Princess of Wands, which is the card that told me like some of you might be or might feel you are a bit inexperienced, but very, you know, passionate about, you know, about the topic or about whatever you guys want to do, you know. But I'm still like feeling like here you've got the Six of Swords in reverse, some like anxiety, you know, for something that you really like or you're very interested into, with the Nine of Cups here. But you're just, you know, stuck. You're feeling like, again, you don't have enough money, or, you know, enough resources or enough knowledge, you know. So if you do think that, you know, just take your time, you know, to know yourself, to know more about the, you know, the discipline, the discipline, the subject, sorry, discipline, the subject, you know, about the issue. Try to, you know, question everything. This is what I want to say, like, question everything, you know, be curious about whatever, you know, whatever might call your attention, you know, about the subject, you know. Do question everything, because whatever you thought you knew, it might actually like be the opposite, you know. Maybe, you know, for some of you, you will maybe think later, oh, yeah, I wasn't right about this, you know, maybe I thought I knew about this, you know, and everything. So, you know, this is why, if you actually feel like you're still in like a very like greenish phase, and not like not as a very ripe fruit or whatever, you know, just please take your time, you know, to analyze, you know, to gather information, to collect information, you know, talk to people, just talk to people, just talk to people. I'm seeing like you guys really need to expand, you know, you definitely need to expand. And if you're, you know, around people who do not serve you, you know, or do not support you in you know, this thing that you guys want to, oh, I'm sorry. You guys really want to go towards. I'm sorry, but every time I feel like someone is like should release something, or I feel like something should be released, I start to yawn or to burp. So I'm very, very sorry about that. But yeah, I'm seeing that like, because you're not feeling like around, you know, the like at the place that you should be, you know, not just emotionally or physically, like whatever it might be for you, you know, you really need to get out of the box a little bit, Cancer, you know, like I feel like you're imposing like some very self-limiting beliefs, you know, around you, and you're actually building like a, not just a wall, like a castle, you know, with that. So, you know, start to get out of your comfort zone, you know. It might be very fearful, but you guys do have, you know, the power to do it, because you guys are cardinal signs. You guys know what to do, even if it's for good or for bad, you know. So please take advantage of that, you know. Please take advantage of your, again, your integrity, you know, that it might be a bit like foggy right now. It might feel a bit foggy right now, but you know, if you just you know, if you just open everything up, you know, if you open the curtains up, I feel like there's going to be that moment that, you know, you feel like you're between like a wall and this sword. Like you really need to make a decision, you know, because you know this time will come, you know, whatever this is for, you know, there's going to be like this day, the day will come, you know, the day will come. So you really, really need to think about like your priorities, and the most important thing is making yourself a priority. You know, take care of your health, you know, you're responsible for that. Don't blame anyone, you know. Stop, maybe for some of you, stop whining that much, stop complaining maybe that much, because, you know, I do understand that life is hard. Believe me, I do know that life is very hard. I really do know. But, you know, what can we do, you know, apart from like not resisting? You know, the more we resist, the more we will delay, and the more we accept, the easier everything will be. And I'm not talking about like accepting in like you know, in a very like, oh, I'm so sorry, like, you know, in a very like victimized way. It's not what I mean. Like, just accept it, like just move on, you know, because new things are about to come for you, you know. Just release the old, you know, release the old. Some of you like might have, yeah, like a problem maybe at school, you know, like some maybe like some competition at school. I'm seeing like a teacher and this can be like for university, you know, it doesn't matter if you're a teenager. Well, this is actually not for teenagers, but you know, like a younger adult, or you know, like an adult already, you know, who just decided, you know, to start study again, or actually just found the opportunity to study again, you know. But I'm seeing like some kind of like conflict, if it's not with a colleague, you know, of yours who's always like competing, you know, you're feeling like, why is this guy like competing for, you know. I can feel like it might be like someone like on the top of the business. So this might be a teacher, or you know, someone that it feels like deliberate, you know. It feels like you're making this, you're doing this on purpose, you know. It feels like it's not fair, you know. So I do feel like why some of you might like complain a lot, you know. Maybe it's because of fairness, you know. Some of you might feel like there's stuff that might not be very fair, maybe about school or about grades, something about that, you know. Or I don't know, I'm seeing like a paper as well, like a document. It can be like it could be an exam or something, you know. And you know, you might be maybe like whining too much, and you know, the advice is like just move on, you know. Don't get stuck on that, you know. Like keep calm, you know, keep calm, because you know, not yeah, you guys are like feeling like, oh, it's not fair. But as I was saying, like keep calm, you know, because you don't know what's in the works for you. You've got the Six of Wands here, you know. I'm seeing like prosperity, you know, and not just that, like I'm seeing people like giving you the right attention, you know, maybe because of, you know, whatever you wanted to do, or the idea that you wanted to follow, but you were feeling like, you know, there was a block, you know, or someone was blocking it, you know. Just don't give up, you know. Don't give up. Even if you really feel like, you know, like I don't really care about this anymore, don't give up, because there is always, you know, there is someone here like looking like at your talent or something, you know. Again, even if you feel like you are inexperienced or something, you know, don't let people like try to shut you down. Don't feel like you know, less than others, you know, even if you actually don't have like the exact information that maybe like the school or the system, or whatever the system is, you know, asks you to, you know. Because I feel most of you guys are like very self-taught as well, and you learned with your mistakes as well, and it was very, very hard for you, emotionally speaking, and everything. So just use, you know, that like magic, that experience, you know, that you guys have, and trust in yourselves, you know. Trust on your abilities, you know, and trust in whatever you guys can actually do, you know. Sometimes we do doubt ourselves so much, well, especially water signs again, right? We do doubt ourselves so much, you know, because we fear of what other people are going to say about us, you know, if other people are going to agree with whatever we have to say, or, you know, don't just, you know, move on from that, like move on from that, because life is so much more, you know. There's so much more to life than just, you know, thinking about what people actually think about us, you know. Because whatever they feel about us, sometimes just, you know, like in the moment, you know, when we record that forever, you know, in our minds. So, you know, we start to our mind starts to spin its tails and everything, and you know, we just go crazy sometimes with that, you know. So what's the advice for Cancer here about the situation? If there's something again you really need to change, you please should change. Okay, you've got the Moon card here and the Hermit in reverse. So these two cards are like telling me like you guys really need to get out of that like victimhood, you know, that I don't want to be harsh, you know, but this is what I'm actually feeling, like this victimhood, this oh poor me, you know, or whoever you're dealing with, you know, and you know, just show up, you know, to the world like, you know, hey, here I am, you know, don't engage into that, you know, self-loathing like you know, feeling, because it doesn't serve you. It just doesn't serve you, Cancer. Like I feel like you might be feeling like very down and stuff because of what might happen, you know, because of a very unfair situation that you possibly went through or will go through, you know. You feel like people maybe took advantage of you, you know, of your kindness, but oh yeah, definitely. And maybe some of them are still, you know, talking stuff about you, but hey, these are not the people that you should be around, you know, with as well. You these people should not like orbitate like around you, you know. But if they do have for some time, you know, it's up to you to shift your vibration as well, you know, to make yourself like feel better, take care of yourself, you know, like emotionally, so your energy will go up back again, you know, and you will have the opportunity of releasing yourself from this, you know, devil feeling, like this bounding feeling, like it's always like this nostalgic feeling, like shit, like whatever I do, you know, I always come back to this place, like, you know, of this place of unhappiness, of I'm not fulfilled, you know, wherever I am. So, you know, take heart, just take courage and decide to change whatever you need to, you know. And believe me, everything starts from the inside, you know. Why am I complaining this much? Why am I having all, you know, all these reasons for complaining? If you actually feel like your reasons for complaining are valid, you know, please like relieve yourself, relieve and release yourself as well. Like if you need, like you should talk to someone, you know. Don't let that, you know, that issue like poison, or you know, you know, your inside, like the way you're feeling about yourself or about the situation, because it can become like quite toxic, you know. I feel like some of you, you know, might not feel you have again like enough, or the fuel again like needed like to go forward and stuff like that. But I'm seeing there's someone here. Maybe this might be a younger person than you, maybe a little bit more how can I say oh wow, I don't know, this is a very unpredictable person, but this is not the word that I, you know, this person is always on the go, this Knight of Wands, you know. And this person is seeing like, it feels like this person is like seeking adventure, you know, Ace of Wands, and you're not up for that or something, you know. If you feel like you should, yeah, that's fine, you're gonna have an amazing time, you know, if you decide to. But whatever this might be, you know, this might be even like going out for a coffee or whatever, you know. I'm not like taking this in a sexual way, even if for some of you, even if it feels like, you know, there might be like someone quite, oh hello, you know, I've been watching you and stuff like that and blah blah blah. But yeah, this person is quite like in and out and stuff like that. But you know, it might feel like refreshed, you know, for some time, you know. It might take you like out of that, you know, feeling of, oh, you know, oh no, oh no, feeling of sadness, you know, of like, you know, you're not gonna feel like as burdened maybe, you know, if you decide talk to another human being, Cancer. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, you're too much on your feelings. You've got the High Priestess here. It's a card that represents Cancer as well. You know, like maybe you guys are it again. If you guys are also like studying too much, or you know, too much on your computers and stuff like that because you don't want to face the world outside, guys, get out. Like, please, like, get out, like, be more communicative, because there's loads of people who actually want to talk to you and want maybe to hear from you. You know, you've got the King of Swords here, maybe like a I'm seeing like, yeah, and the Queen of Swords here. So I'm saying this might be like a long-time friend. I'm feeling like for some of you it's a long-time friend. It might be an air sign, it might not be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. This might be maybe just, you know, the energy that the person is showing, you know, towards like the situation and everything. But I'm feeling like this person is very communicative, you know, it's very like logical, you know. This person likes to talk, you know. I feel like you guys are a bit like the contrast of, you know, of each other, but I feel like you guys complement each other, you know. You guys just, you know, your energies like merge very well, you know, with each other. So yeah, let's just take an advice card for Cancer, please. Another advice card. Yeah, like, again, as I was saying, like, if you're dealing like with people that definitely don't serve like for the best, you know, of your feelings, of your actions, you know, of your plans as well. If people like don't respect you, if you're feeling like there are some toxic people around you, just, you know, first of all, just forgive yourself, you know, forgive yourself for being such a good person, and, you know, like letting this kind of people like coming into your life and stuff, you know. And just like, again, focus on yourself, focus on your own flame, you know, on your own worth, you know, on your own healing, you know. Do whatever you feel like you should do, you know, like go for a walk, you know, go out to nature, go do some volunteering work, you know, because you guys are quite good for that, you know, especially with children and stuff like that, or babies. No, I don't know why I got this, but this might be for someone in specific. And again, I was saying like about, you know, please do whatever you need to, whatever feels right for you to do. I'm really getting like physical exercise and volunteering work, you know, just to balance yourself, just to balance your spirit, you know. If you feel like it's going to be good for you, it will help you. Or even if you don't feel like that, if there is something that crosses your mind, oh, I should be playing guitar right now, yeah, just go and, you know, and find someone to play guitar with, or just, again, learn on YouTube, you know, all by yourself. But you really need to have like the courage, you know, this, like, it's not the courage, it's like the wanting, you know, to go after what you want, Cancer, you know, because I'm really feeling like you're a bit down right now. You might feel a bit like down, but there's some healing you might be doing, you might have to do right now. Yeah, some chakra cleaning, you know, this psychic protection. I don't know if I said this before, maybe I did, but I feel like, and I think some of you really need to do like a psychic protection meditation, you know. They don't take too long, they don't have to take too long. Even if you just, you know, sit down and just imagine like I don't know, like a ball of protection. Yes, I did talk about the meditation and stuff, you know. You know, not just about focusing on your breathing, you know, but also focusing about like shielding, you know. So you know, you're like your emotional as well, your emotional barrier will become stronger, against people who try to like gaslight you, who treat you bad and make you feel like, like attacked or something, people who are invasive and stuff like that, all these practices will make us form and build like personal or healthy personal boundaries, that maybe some of us, we didn't have the best examples as we grew up, so we have to learn everything right now because, again, responsibility. So yeah, that is it. I hope you guys take care of, actually, sorry, before saying goodbye, this was feeling like a very empty reading right now. Any more messages for Cancer, about what they should be doing about their lives? Yeah, again, like, I think, like, whatever you actually want to do, or start to do by yourself, just don't ask anyone's opinion, like, no one needs to tell you what you should be doing, and again, these healthy personal boundaries, are good for that. Like, whenever you feel like people are going to give their free opinion, you're like, hey, I'm good, okay, I'm alright, but I really didn't ask for anything, Thank you very much for, for worrying too much or for worrying a lot, but I need to do this by my own, and if they do insist, with you, because there are people who, they don't have, like, those boundaries and stuff. So if you're really feeling like they are getting, like, into your nerves, so they are gaslighting you or whatever, you need to take a step back and you're saying, mate, I'm fine, I told you so, okay, and please don't do this and don't do that, and whatever. If you feel like you have the need to cut them off your life, just do it, because gaslighting, that's not, what friends do, basically. And like, whatever you're deciding to do, please just do compromise, because you feel like it's not in your power, to achieve this or whatever, maybe, again, because of these people's, opinions about what you should be doing and stuff like that. But, like, it's no, it's your life, again, okay? It's your life. What about this project that Cancer might be? Yeah. I love this. Whatever you're feeling like it's being delayed, because I'm seeing success here in reverse, you really might feel like things are not going your way, your projects, everything you were planning to do or to accomplish, it's not taking, like, the best course of action for some reason. I'm feeling like if you guys do stick up with this, if you don't give up, as I was saying before, if you don't allow people, like, to to be nosy and like, about your life, about whatever you guys want to accomplish and whatever you guys want to do, because you feel it's the right thing for you to do. It might not be for the other people, but if it is for you, as long as you don't harm anyone, that's fine, but just stick with it, because, again, this situation will improve, you will reach it, you will reach your goals. Again, I'm seeing loads of you guys having, like, signs in meditation and finding answers in meditation and stuff, because you actually quieted your mind and didn't let, like, people, like, take charge, in some way of the conversations that you guys have, especially about your life, your life's purpose and whatever you guys need to do. Even if you're a psychic, if you just want to read cards, it's not people's business, to tell you, like, whatever you should be doing, I feel, as water signs, yeah, people, of course, we we can all be like judgmental and stuff like that, but water signs are quite like empathetic, you know, are very compassionate. So I'm not seeing like too many cancers, of course, some of them, you know, because not everybody is the same, again, you know, but the sign of Cancer, you know, I'm seeing it like quite accepting and tolerant, you know, of other people. And as I was saying, this like yes, the yes card, but yeah, like, so don't let people, you know, be intrusive, you know, like this into your life. So just take charge, you know, of you know, whatever you need to work towards, you know, because if it's for the better good for everybody, but especially for you, just let it be, right? Because yeah, in the future, or you know, you will maybe, once you start to work, you know, on this thing, on this project, you know, with heart and soul, heart, body and soul, as you really want to, you will definitely find the people that are meant to be on your path, you know, to help you out, to give you like really good advices, you know, and knowledge, you know, sharing like knowledge and emotions as well. Like you might actually encounter, or not encounter, but you know, start to build some friendships here, you know, if you do follow whatever you're planning to, you know. You you definitely need to be a bit patient, you know, but don't lose focus on that, you know, because you will definitely find like your tribe, as I was saying before, you know, the people that you're supposed to be with and to interact with, you know. And yeah, again, be assertive. Like whatever doesn't serve you right now, just, you know, just chuck it in bin, you know. Everything that might clutter your mind, your life, you know, your way of thinking, your way of acting, you know, unfilter yourself and reprogram your mind if you really have the need to, just like, you know, we all need at one point, you know, in our lives, to reprogram our belief systems and everything. All right, Cancer, so I'm gonna leave you guys with this. This was a very, very long reading. I was trying, you know, to keep my videos short, but hey, this is what it is. All right. So Cancer, please do take care of yourself. I love you guys so much, and thanks for being here. Bye.